There's a 3-word parenting technique that immediately conveys to your child who is in charge. And it's also going to help you keep a tense situation from escalating. The procedure is called strong, calm, done. So when we're parenting, it is really important to explain to our kids why we react in a certain way. And it's good to talk about the cause and effect of their choices and to explain to them why they might have to lose a privilege and help them anticipate potential outcomes due to their behavior going forward. Their little brains want to know, and they deserve to know. Also, you get a lot more respect when you're sharing with your teenager what you're thinking and why you parent the way you do. However, there are some occasions when no explanation is necessary. In fact, there are some occasions when explaining yourself will actually make the situation worse. It is for those situations we follow the procedure called strong, calm, done. So 3 parts. The first is strong. Strong means that you've got this. You are your teen's anchor. You don't have to have all the answers, but you are very capable of navigating all the waters, even the uncharted and turbulent ones. You're solid, you're confident. Strong also means the love you have for your child is never questioned. You love deeply and unconditionally. Calm means that you are imperturbable. This is my favorite word. Make it your mantra too, imperturbable. Imperturbable means that you are unwavering. You are unflappable. Nothing gets your goat. You aren't neurotic, you aren't an emotional wreck, and you never escalate. Even if your teenager is coming undone, you are going to be imperturbable and always calm. So those 2 together, strong and calm, apply to all parenting all the time, no matter what. But once in a while, when the stakes are high, you will need to be abruptly done. Done with a conversation with your teenager. Done. Done applies to when something is non-negotiable and your child is already aware of that. Done is also for when you need to restore and reinforce rules around values and safety. So here are a couple of examples. A mom I coach has a 15-year-old son with ADHD. He's a freshman this year. Mom found out that he was missing some assignments at school, and his teachers reported that he was on his phone during class time more than half of class time. Mom intuitively knows that having a phone at school is just too great a distraction for her son, and he knows this too. So together they came up with this plan. Monday through Friday, son checks in his phone with dad on his way out the door to catch the bus, and he gets it back at the end of the day once dad has checked to make sure that all assignments and homework is finished. Well, after a few days of following this plan, the teen is begging relentlessly, promising to keep his phone in the small pouch of his backpack when at school, and claiming that mom doesn't trust him and that she's punishing him. Mom has caved before, and she is wiser than to be lured down this convincing road again. So this time, she provides no explanation. Rather, she uses strong, calm, and done by saying, "I'm sorry, honey, it's too soon to reintroduce the phone at school. You're working hard. I see your effort and I see your improvements. And there's no phone at school. Done." Then mom immediately, imperturbably resumes her activities. She's not upset, she's not annoyed, and she doesn't have to say something like, "Oh, I've told you this a million times." No. She's not bothered at all. But that conversation is done, and it actually helps her son get over it faster too. She beautifully used strong, calm, done to underscore their agreement and leave it. It's kind of like pulling a Band-Aid off. No amount of soothing or explaining is going to make it hurt less. But it's over. It's done. You draw the line, you state the rule, and then lovingly close the conversation. And sometimes you might even have to walk away. They won't let on, but the fact is that teenagers feel better, have less anxiety, and they perform more confidently when they know where the boundaries are set, even when they're testing those boundaries. One more example. I have another student. She's a good kid, but at home, she's really struggling with opposition towards her parents, especially towards mom. And when she doesn't get her way, she can turn spiteful and even get a little bit nasty in the words that she chooses. So mom and dad have been practicing strong, calm, done. They don't play the game of tit for tat, and they're careful not to give their daughter bad attitude right back. Instead, dad says with calm and authority, "We do not speak to each other that way in this house. I don't use those words with your mom, and the same applies to you." The conversation is done. Mom resumes prepping dinner, dad goes back to the mail, and teenager has been recalibrated. This procedure helps young brains let go of learned patterns of poor or maladapted behavior. Parents, I know this is a most important job, and some days it's a really hard job, but now you can do it with one more helpful 3-word tactic. Love deeply and stay strong. Be grounded and slow to anger and imperturbably calm always. Talk to them, talk to your teen, and help them understand where you're coming from and what you both want to work toward together. And when you need to deliver a clear message to keep them safe, on track, and end the conversation, don't be afraid to say what you need to say and then be done.